Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you guys for joining me here. And so, yeah, that's right. We've got some Big Ten basketball action in the works tonight. We've got Iowa at home versus Michigan State, two teams here that certainly are trying to get each and every win as possible here as we get closer and closer to March here. And obviously, every team is fighting here for position. And so, therefore, Michigan State gets the tip off first here. They pass the ball around, get the ball inside the post. And so they connect on the two-point shot there. And so that's going to give Michigan State 2 points on the board already to get things going here. Let's see how Iowa does in their first drive of the game here. So they pass it along the wings here. Movement up tight. They are in man-to-man defense right now for Michigan State. And so Iowa cuts inside towards the basket, and he finishes up strong there. So we're all tied 2 apiece here. Spartans bringing the ball up here. Got some motion along the wings here. And so now they're going to drive inside, and oh, that's blocked. That is blocked. Great block there by Iowa. Ball's going to stay with Michigan State here as they look to inbound the ball. Again, the score is tied up 2 apiece here for the Spartans with the basketball here. All right, so they inbound the ball here. Have the ball at the top of the key. All right, kicks it to the side there, and so pulls it from downtown. No good. Iowa with the rebound. So they have the ball at the top here. And so it goes for the jump shot. That's going to be 2 points, and it is good. Nice smooth release on that one. So Iowa's up 4-2 here. Spartans with the basketball looking to bring it up here. Movement towards the top. Gets it down low. Double team him. He kicks it out. And so now another jumper, this time by Michigan State, and that is good. Bring your own jumper to the party today. So we're tied up 4 apiece. Hawkeyes with the basketball. Passes it around. Nice tight defense there. Spartans knocked the ball out of bounds there, so it's still going to be Iowa basketball on this possession. All right, Iowa's looking to inbound the ball. Nice movement. And so a 3-point shot from downtown, and that is good. So Iowa coming out shooting early in this one. They're up 7-4 right now. Spartans with the basketball looking to penetrate, trying to get it close to the basket here. Let's see if they're going to post up here. And so post player makes the move, bouncing it outside in the corner for an open 3, and that is no good. Rebounded by the Hawkeyes. So the Hawkeyes bring it up. They're leading this one 7-3 here in the first quarter with 17:22 remaining. Pass the ball at the top of the key. Up, and we've got a foul here. So we've got a foul here. So look at that. Iowa coming out with some intensity early in this one. And again, both of these teams right now at 18-8 on the season so far. In conference play, Michigan State is 9-6, while Iowa is 8-7. So obviously, big game right here. Spartans pass the ball up top, got a couple screens set. Terrible spacing on that one. Absolutely terrible spacing on that play. Hawkeyes with the ball. Pulls up a jumper from downtown. Doesn't even get rim. That is why you got to run the offense. But heads up play. They ripped the ball from the Spartans. Caught him sleeping on that one. And so now Iowa has the basketball here. And they're going to look to try to get inside. And up. That's going to be on the Hawkeyes there. All right, so they called it on Brown that time for the Spartans. And so, Alexis, how are you doing? I hope all is going well with you, but how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. Hope all is going well. Meanwhile, the Iowa Hawkeyes looking to inbound the ball. They inbound at the top of the key. Guard it up. And so he's going to try to take his man. Excellent defense, but the shot is even better. You can't defend the perfect shot, and that's exactly what happened. And so the Hawkeyes, they're up 9-4. Gotta love their jumpers so far in this one. Everything's just been falling here for the Hawkeyes. And so Braden, what's good? What's good with you? How's it going? Meanwhile, Spartans in the corner for three, no good. So right now, it's clearly Iowa who's had the advantage in terms of their outside shooting in this one. Again, both teams right now are 8-8 on the season, and Michigan State currently above Iowa in the conference standings by a game, and we'll see if that remains to be the case when it's all said and done. Nice spin move off the post there by the Hawkeyes. They're up 11-4, and Braden says, "Go Hawks." So meanwhile, Spartans just chunked that one up, and it's no good. We have a fast break opportunity here. And he's going to get that excellent play. Got to love that. You see the fast break there, understanding where your guy is, draw the contact, and still finish. This is a team right here. You see why they're ranked 25 in the country here. Iowa on a mission early in this one. But that is our score right now. It is 13-4. So the Hawkeyes coming out strong in this one. We'll see, though, if Michigan State can fight back in this one. Obviously, you don't want to get down too much early in the game here if you're the Spartans. Let's see. Yeah, but so far for this one, when it comes for the Hawkeyes here, it starts with Murray. So far in this one, he's 3 for 3 out there on the court. He's got 6 points already in this one. Give this man a rebound as well. Even had that steal earlier. So already he is extremely involved in this one so far. And so for the Spartans as a team so far, they're 2 for 7 here. So definitely want to try to get some of those jump shots to fall, but they are not falling. So they're going to do a better job of getting inside the paint and trying to get their points. And so 80s, what's good? What's good with your 80s? And you say Hawks all the way. And so, all right, so it seems like we got a Hawkeyes crowd here tonight. Okay, I like it. I like it. Again, Iowa enters this rank 25 in the country. I mean, you look at the Big Ten this season as a whole, and I mean, Big Ten obviously very good competition all around. You look at the division standings. You've got Purdue at number 4 atop the Big Ten at 13-4. You've got the Fighting Illini 15th. You know they're 12-4 overall, but in conference play, they are currently 11-2. You look at Wisconsin, 12-4 overall, 11-3 in conference. I'm sorry, at home they're 11-3. And so, and for the Buckeyes, they're 22nd. Iowa's 25, and so there's a lot of competition in the Big Ten, especially if you narrow it down to the top like 8 teams in the conference. These are teams to keep your eyes on, especially as we roll over to March. So absolutely. And so absolutely, Braden says, hey, 80s. And again, right now we're currently at the commercial right now. 80 says, hey, Braden, how are you doing? But yeah, you guys tell me, in terms of teams in the Big Ten, which team do you guys feel is going to go the furthest come March when it comes to teams that are in the Big Ten? There's a lot of good teams to choose from, honestly. I mean, Purdue, quite frankly, Purdue is one heck of a team. And this is like routine for Purdue, though, it seems like, especially over the last couple of years, for Purdue to always be towards the top of the Big Ten as of late. Love what they're doing with their program there. Obviously, there's your teams towards that, like you're Fighting Illini. They're a good team to watch as well. Don't know how far they'll go in the tournament, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them in there. You got Wisconsin, Ohio State. A lot of teams that could really, be some bracket busters later on. And so Braden says, good. 80 says, Braden, I heard JB and Matthew Stafford push this girl off the stage. That did not happen. Oh, boy. And look at Keegan Murray and his stats for the season, averaging 23.4 points a game, 8.2 rebounds, along with 2.1 blocks. This kid, he understands the assignment each and every week, and he's going to take the Hawkeyes extremely far when it comes to the tournament time. It's just even in the Big Ten tournament. He's going to go as far. This team's going to go as far as he takes them. Meanwhile, Spartans with the basketball, a lot of movement at the top here. He passes the ball. And so they tried to get it down low in the post. Great defense by the Hawkeyes. Will it result in some points there? He tried to draw the foul there. Referees did not give him the nod there. Michigan State gets the basketball back. Again, Hawkeyes leading 14-4 right now. So up by 10 points here in the first quarter with 15 minutes remaining. Spartans move the ball here. You look at these Iowa defenders, and they look like they got some nice long hands to them. Meanwhile, Spartans go inside, unable to convert. It's like they've got a lid over the basket over here. And so excellent defense. I like the defense. They're using their eyes here. They're getting in front of lanes here. They're playing smart basketball. And so Braden says Wisconsin, Illinois, and Purdue because they got all the NBA talent on their roster. And so there you go. Hey, you gotta add Ohio State. Just for me, Braden, you gotta add Ohio State to that list as well. But I totally agree with you there. Those are some good teams. And so I know early on I was talking with Isaac Shack about his fighting Illini, and so definitely looking forward to seeing some more of those Ohio State fighting Illini matchups and stuff like that this season. But definitely looking forward to seeing how these teams are going to play out in the Big Ten and in the NCAA tournament. As I'm always repping Big Ten, especially in college hoops, I want to see all the Big Ten teams go out there and just dominate, just tear the bracket apart. Meanwhile, Spartans at the top of the key, shot that one, no good. Too strong, no good. And they just cannot buy a basket right now, guys. Like, it's just not working. You look at the shooting percentage that they have right now, they've got to be less than like 20% so far in the game as a team. From downtown, and somehow he got that to connect. It like hit the in-between mark of the rim and the backboard, but it fell in somehow. So we'll take those 3 points if you're the Spartans. Meanwhile, Hawkeyes looking to post up. Here he goes. Soft touch, but too short. Spartans with the rebound. Bring it up. And so they're going to look to drive inside. Kicks it back out. Nice job by the Hawkeyes defense to get a hand up and tip it. I've seen that multiple times so far in this one, getting a hand up, tipping the ball, creating extra turnovers or opportunities to get turnovers in this one. Hawkeyes lead 14-9. And so Braden says, geez, 80s. And so I know, right? Like, gee, let's not drag down JB with that. That was all Matt Stafford on that one. All right, but here we go, guys. We got a pick here off the pick. Looking to get by the second defender there. Passes it. Jump shot. And that one connects. All right, so we're back to a three-point game here. Three-point game. Hawkeyes up 14-11 with the basketball at the top. Drives in. Kicks it back out. Kicks it to the other side here. In the corner. Kicks it back up top for three. And that is good. Okay. That is what I'm talking about. 17-11. And again, Keegan Murray, 9 points already. Spartans with the basketball here. Tries to set the screen there. Draws the foul on the play. 80 says, I'm pumped for March Madness. It's needed after the Super Bowl. Absolutely. I'm right there with you, 80s. Most definitely looking forward to seeing that March Madness. And I certainly hope that this year my bracket does not fall apart after the first round. Absolutely hoping that I can make it to at least the second round and still feel confident in my original bracket. Meanwhile, Spartans inbound the ball here. And so drives it in, kicks it back out for the jumper there. That's going to be 2 points, and it is good. All right, so Michigan State starting to feel more comfortable there. The jump shot's starting to fall. Hawkeyes with the basketball up 17-13 here in the first quarter, 12 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And so now we've got a foul there. Let's see, Braden says Jordan Ivey and Johnny Davis are probably top 10 picks in the NBA draft this coming year. And so absolutely. All right, Hawkeyes looking to inbound the ball. And this is going to be a three-point shot off the inbound, and it's good. And the lead extends back to 7 points here. And so Keegan Murray, what can't this kid do? Michigan State has it. And turnover there. You got to be smart with the basketball. You cannot have these turnovers here. Turnovers will bite you. Tom Izzo, he knows a little something about that. Hawkeyes bringing the ball up. Again, the lead right now is 20-13. Kicks it to the wing. Got it at the top of the three-point line. Brings it in. He shoots. No good, but the foul. Let's see. 80 says, make a JB Nation bracket. I will pay. And so, hey, that's not a bad idea at all. Absolutely, absolutely. You know what? I like that. I like that. I like that. And so, yeah, definitely I got to play catch up now in terms of just doing more research in terms of some of the other teams because this year will be the year that my bracket makes it beyond round one. That is the goal. But college basketball, that's what you got to love so much about March Madness. You never really know who's going to win and stuff like that. We've seen good teams get stunned, and we've seen some teams that, wasn't so good in the regular season get hot at the right time. You just never know. All right, but he sinks both of those free throws. So the score right now is 22-13. Hawkeyes over the Spartans right now. Spartans look to inbound the ball. Hawkeyes doing a little pressure here, a little full court pressure. I don't blame them after that last turnover the Spartans had. They got the ball past half court now. Spartans passing the ball around up top, gets it down to the post, kicks it back out. So a lot of passing right now. Everybody's trying to find their shot. Great job here by Iowa. They're coming out with some intensity, with some pride here. And so he spins, and it is no good. Rebound by the Hawkeyes. An opportunity here to try to get some quick points. He pulls up for the three. No good. Spartans with the rebound. And so there we go. We got a foul here against the Hawkeyes. So the score right now, Hawkeyes 22, Spartans 13. And so far in this game, shooting wise, I mean, the Hawkeyes have definitely had the hot hand in this one as a team. 8 of 13. And you can thank Keegan Murray. He's 5 of 6 out there. He's 2 for 2 from the three-point line. He's got 14 points in this one. So 14 of their 22 points has come from Mr. Murray himself. And as for the Spartans as a team, 6 of 15 out there on the court. They've got 13 points here. And so they're starting to get some of those shots to fall. But ultimately, Iowa's been doing a good job, not just shooting wise, but also just creating extra turnovers and stuff like that. Just doing little things there, being aware, stuff like that. And so the Spartans, you got to protect the ball. You cannot have turnovers become the story of this game. So far, they've already got 4 turnovers in this one. Let's see. Braden says, watch out for it's been a while since I've said that one, but I can't say it. Loyola of Chicago if they make it to the tournament. And so, yeah, I know in the years past that they've definitely been a team there. And especially when it comes to last year especially, I was really hyped up about all the teams that came out from Chicago specifically. I know that was a great year last year, great year this year. And so, absolutely, if them boys in the tournament, look out. They're going to be a tough out. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I've definitely learned that over the last couple of years for sure. If this team is in the bracket, it's a safe bet to at least have them advancing to about that, depending on the matchups, of course, but to about that Sweet 16 spot. And let's see, Braden says that Keegan Murray is a great all-around scorer. And so that he is. Gifted young man, that he is. But who do you guys think is going to ultimately end up being the national champion when it's all said and done? Who's going to be taking home the crown this year when it's all said and done? Obviously, college basketball, there's so many teams, so many different ways this can play out. But who do you guys like right now in terms of the best chance? Obviously, we don't know the bracket yet, so that's a hard sell. But in terms of just the best chance right now, the best team right now in terms of that odd to get to that championship. All right, and again, right now, the score right now is Hawkeyes 22, Spartans 13 here in the first half of play with 11 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. All right, Spartans right now with the basketball. Post player passes it there. They're going to shoot a three, and it is no good, just short. Hawkeyes with the rebound, bringing it up. Someone's got to slow him down. He passes it, kicks it back out. And so now jump shot, and that's good. How about them Hawkeyes here? They have been killing it with these jump shots today. 24-13 is our score here. Let's see what the Spartans do here on this possession. Kicks the ball to the other wing. Steps back with the jumper. No good. Hawkeyes with another rebound. Kicks it back. And so for three, that is no good, but they get the offensive rebound. If you're the Spartans, you cannot allow them to get second chance opportunities like that. Not right now. Great rip there by the Spartans. And that's good. Get them 2 points. Score right now, 24-15. Hawkeyes with the lead here. And the basketball trying to respond there off of that fast break. Pass the ball around, three-point shot. And it's good. As a team, it's like they're in the zone when it comes to shooting right now. So you have the Hawkeyes up by 12 right now, 27-15. Spartans with the ball here. Up, wait a second. They call them for it. It is going to be Hawkeyes basketball. Let's see. Braden says Kentucky or Gonzaga right now. And so you know what? Gonzaga, I mean, overall, they are that number one team in terms of, rankings right now. Obviously, we know that could always change there. But Gonzaga, definitely, they're always a team, in my opinion, that's a deep threat to make it to the Final Four. I think this year, that's the same scenario there. I was very high on Auburn myself personally, a team like Auburn. But definitely, your teams like Gonzaga, there's also Villanova. I still am pretty high on Auburn, honestly, myself. And so, but so many ways this could play out. So many ways this could play out. All right, here we go. Spartans pass the ball to the corner. All right, so we've got a foul here. Again, the score right now is Hawkeyes 29, Spartans 15 here in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Spartans getting ready to inbound the ball. Gives it to the post player who turns around. It's just that easy. Just that easy. Give that man 2 points there. 29-17 is our score. Hawkeyes with the basketball. Ball's up top. Passes it around. From downtown, he connects 32-17. Someone's got to get up and cause a disruption here. Whoa, what is going on? How about that? And so you can hear the crowd right now really into it as the Hawkeyes are dominating right now 32-17 in this one. All right, they inbound the ball at the top here. All right, they're going to call a kick ball here. Let's see. Braden says that Auburn has been struggling against bad teams recently, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get hot in March. And so it sounds like the solution is simply we got to make sure they're not playing bad teams. So hopefully there'll be no bad teams in the tournament. But I definitely do agree with you on that one. But it's all about getting hot, And so if they can get hot at the right time, which obviously college basketball is extremely hard to tell who's going to get hot and who's not. But if they can get hot, though, this team can ball with the best of them. And so Spartans with the three-point shot there. 32-20 is our score right now. 12-point game here in the first half with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Hawkeyes have it. Passes the ball for three. And he connects. Wow. Another three-point shot. We're up by 15 here. 35-20. Spartans shoot no good. Rebound by the Hawkeyes. Loses the ball. Able to get it back. Kicks it out. A three-point shot again. No good. Spartans that time with the rebound. Trailing 15. And so, nice drive to the basket, but horrible finish at the rim. You do the hard part to get it close. You got to be able to finish in that scenario if you ever want to make it to the next level. Hawkeyes have it. Nice drive inside, but a little too short there. Got to finish stronger than that. Spartans with it. Picked up his dribble. Passes the ball. Looking to go inside there. Nice finish. That's how you finish once you cut inside. 35-22 is our score. And he says, JB, get fired up. Let's see. Hawkeyes with the ball here. Drives inside. Puts it up, and it's good. That's going to be 37-22 right now. So Spartans trailing 15 points here. They pass half court. Looking to set that screen for him. Passes the ball. He looks to go inside there. Loses it. Ooh, whose basketball is it going to be? You got to protect the ball there. Got to protect the ball. So again, with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left of this half, we have the Hawkeyes up 37-22 in this one. So far for the Spartans, they are 10 of 23 shooting-wise in this one. And so, let's see, they have some production off the bench. Hall, he's got 9 points in this one. Atkins, he's got 3 points. Marble Jr., Marble II, he's got 2 points in this one as well. The starters, though, only have a combined 8 points so far for the Spartans, and so that's definitely something that's got to change in this one. But for the Hawkeyes, though, Murray, he's got 14 points of their 37 points in this one. As a team, they are 14 of 24, and they're getting hot from downtown. They are shooting 60% from downtown in this one. So when you're shooting 60%, you're going to definitely be in a good position when it's all said and done, especially if you shoot from downtown 60%. So, yeah, the name of the game for Iowa, keep shooting like you're shooting. And also, they're doing a good job of protecting the basketball as well in this one. They've got just 2 turnovers so far. Spartans got 6 turnovers. So they're doing all the right stuff. I like the way that they're moving their hands defensively, going out there, swatting passes, and just getting into the lanes and stuff of the ball and making life that much more difficult there. And they're catching Michigan State. Michigan State is sleeping with the basketball in terms of just being in there, coming in, ripping that ball, that one pass, that one ball that they did steal, off the missed shot there. That was a great job of generating an extra possession, and just one of those plays that when you keep your head up, good things like that will start to happen. And again, right now, we are currently at the commercial right now. But the score again is Hawkeyes 37, Spartans 22 here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first half. All right, so we are getting ready to return back to action here. Let's see. Braden says that last year Iowa had a really good offense but had a bad defense. If their defense improves from last year, they could win a couple games in the tournament. And so, absolutely. And so, Spartans pass it inside and they get 2 points there inside the paint. 37-24 is our score, 13-point ball game right now. Hawkeyes with the lead and the basketball at the top of the key here. All right, nice movement. Ball going around here. Inside the paint, puts it up there. No good, but they get the offensive rebound. Second chance points, that will hurt you. They're going to post up here. Puts it up there. And it's good. Off the glass, it is good. 39-24 right now, Hawkeyes lead. Spartans with the basketball, though. Can he take his man one-on-one? Puts that jumper up there. No good. Hawkeyes with that rebound. And so he's going to try to take it to the rim himself. Falls short, but another offensive rebound here. But this time the Spartans rip it out. So Spartans trailing by 15. 5 minutes to go in the first half. And so let's see if this jump shot will be good. And it is. It is. And so 39-26 is our score here, Hawkeyes with the basketball. We have a man hitting the ground here. And that is going to be a foul. Let's see, 80 says, JB, who is your college b-ball team? And so, yeah, so for me, it's Ohio State all the way. Like, I don't just root for them only for football. It is all the way around for me at the college level. It is Ohio State all the way around. Only sport that might change for might possibly be maybe volleyball. That might be the only sport that might be different for. All right, so here we go. Spartans with the basketball at the top of the key. You've got the Hawkeyes here in a 2-3 defense. Spartans posting up. Missed that one. Got the offensive rebound and missed that as well. Hawkeyes here with the basketball. All right, so now they've slowed it down a little bit. They're going to pass it around. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. They double team him. Kicks it out. For three. Wide open. No good. Spartans with the rebound here, trailing 13 in this one. Set the pick for him. Kicks it out for three. And it's good. All right, we got a 10-point game here. A 10-point game. Hawkeyes 39, Spartans 29. They got it in low. Kick it back out for three. No good, but they get the offensive rebound. And it's going to be a foul against the Spartans here. That is their 7th as a team. Let's see. 80 says inside the paint there wasn't a receiver in the state. 80s, if I start saying that here, people are going to question the integrity of what I'm saying. Let's see. 80 says Ohio State has what? A championship, and so that is funny. That is funny. That is funny. Let's see. Braden says how much time is left in the first half. So yeah, Braden, we have 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. So yeah, 3 minutes and 25 seconds here before we hit the half. And the score right now is Hawkeyes 39, Spartans 29 right now. But yeah, 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. And we're currently at the commercial. 80 says 325 left. JB treating for pizza, and so JB did not get that memo there. He did not get that memo. I'm gonna put it on Baker Mayfield's tab though. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on his tab. That's what we're gonna do. It's the least he can do for the people that he let down. That's the least he can do. Let's see. 80 says I'm excited for JB Nation brackets, and so I am as well. I'm excited for it. I mean, shoot, like now that the Super Bowl is past, I'm like, outside of all the draft news, and all of that, in which I am glad they're not going to be doing the bubble for those guys during the, that would have been terrible if they had to deal with that, with all the pressure that they've already got, just in terms of trying to obviously impress teams there at the scouting combine, and then if you want to put them in a bubble as well, that's a lot for those young guys. Let them enjoy the experience and stuff. So I'm happy about that. They'll be able to enjoy that experience. Let's see. 80 says, wait, Bojangles don't have pizza, LOL. And so, and so, at least not yet. 80 says, didn't you see Baker's vid? It wasn't his fault. He was hurt. And so, man, everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt. Like in football, that's a sport that you got to be able to play through injuries. Nobody told him to go out there and play while being injured. That's what he chose to do. He chose to do that. So when you go out there and you play while you're injured, you don't get that. You don't get the excuse of saying, "Oh, I was hurt," because you went out there. If you was hurt, let the backup go out there. If you were not the best, for the team, you got to understand that, and then they got to put the backup in there. So, if anything, that just goes to show the negligence on the Browns' part by starting him. If this is his excuse that he was hurt, because everybody gets hurt. Braden says, me trying to think of a Baker Mayfield joke, but this basketball game overthrew my thought. 80 says, Braden, JB loves to stick it to Baker Mayfield and Spencer Rattler. Hey, I have not given Spencer a hard time since he's basically declared that he's going to be going to South Carolina. Other than that, he's been out of sight, out of mind. Meanwhile, here for the Hawkeyes, the first free throw attempt is good. Again, Spartans have 7 fouls against them, so the Hawkeyes, they are in the bonus. Second one is good as well. 41-29, that's our score right now, and we're still in the first half here at 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Spartans trying to break the press. Full court press here. They are struggling, it looks like. But they get it past half court. Hawkeyes D'ing up here, man to man. A lot of ball movement up top. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 5 seconds. Got to make something happen. Passes it. Loses the ball. He just lost the ball. It looked like a glitch on NBA 2K. He just missed it. But nice follow-up that time by the Hawkeyes, and they are up 43-29. Spartans, though, trying to move it quickly. Missed that shot. Hawkeyes with the rebound here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first half. Nice move there. The big fella says, nah, you're not going to go past me. Kicks it out. Tried to drive in there, but no good. 14-point game. Spartans trailing here with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. You want to slice this lead down some if you can. Passes the ball here. Kicks it back out. In the corner for three. No good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out for three. Wide open. And that is good. So give these Spartans 3 points here. 43-32 is our score with 1:50 left to go here in the first half. Hawkeyes pass the ball at the top. Look at the battle here between the post players. Trying to get position. 3-point shot here, and it's good. Every time the Spartans get something to fall, the Hawkeyes come back out and show that they can shoot lights out. When you can consistently make shots like that from the outside, you're going to be tough to beat. And so Spartans almost lose the ball again. And so they had to call a timeout there to try to prevent the turnover there. So it's time for the Spartans here to have a long conversation about what are we doing here in this first half. Again, right now, Hawkeyes lead 46-32, up by 14 points with a minute and 15 seconds left to go in the first half. 80 says Spencer said he could play basketball. I'm sure he said that. I'm sure. Braden says we'll see how Spencer Rattler does at South Carolina. And so, yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting because, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how, that's going to play out because you're going to the SEC. So you're going to South Carolina. That means you're going to be going against some grown men there. We're not talking about some of the weaker defenses that you probably would play if you stay down there in Oklahoma. But no, we're talking about South Carolina going against some of the top defenses in the country. These guys, they're a different breed. So we'll see how he looks against them. Meanwhile, Spartans drive it there, kick it out. Trying to take his guy one-on-one, pulls a jumper. Nah, not good. No good. Might want to get your receipt on that one. That is no good. All right, so we got Hawkeyes basketball here after Michigan State tipped it out. Again, Hawkeyes lead 46-32 right now here in the first half with 56.2 seconds remaining in the first half. Hawkeyes looking to inbound the ball. All right, so they inbound the ball here. Going to bring it up here for the Hawkeyes. All right, a lot of movement at the top. Definitely no rush to get through it with the shot clock when you're already up by this much. Gets it inside. Yep, you got to call him for that. Got to call him for that. Can't do it. Can't do it. Got to call him for that. Iowa has just 3 turnovers so far in this first half. Michigan State's got like 7. Spartans are going to bring it up. Trailing by 14 here. All right, so he wants to take this guy by himself here. Letting some time run off. All right, so now they'll go ahead and set the screen for him. Passes it. Oh, man. Got to be more careful with that. Let's see. Braden says, when you said he loses the ball, it sounded like you were calling an NFL game. Yeah, I'm still transitioning, honestly, when it comes to, I've been doing footballs for so long here, so I got to get back to basketball here. So, absolutely. Meanwhile, Spartans inbound the ball at the top here. Pump fakes. Takes a couple dribbles. Kicks it back out for 3. No good. And so, Spartans get another chance, though. Ooh, will it count? And it does not count. So the score right now at the half, Hawkeyes 46, Spartans 32. We got ourselves a 14-point game here. We'll see what type of adjustments are made here. But, man, Keegan Murray, 18 points, 7 of 10 out there in the court and 2 of 3 from three-point range. This kid can do it all offensively. And so, hey, this team is up 46-32. We'll see what they can do in the second half. Let's see. Braden says, who's your favorite college basketball player of all time? As a Buckeyes player, I'm a Buckeyes fan. There's been so many great people that have come through. I remember when Greg Oden was there, and I hate to mention Greg Oden, just thinking about what happened in his NBA career. But Greg Oden, when he was there, him, Mike Conley, those were some pretty great guys, honestly. Some really great guys. I'm trying to think. What about? I'm trying to think of this guy's first name. Give me 1 second here, because there was another guy who was like my favorite, but what was his name? All right. So yeah. So for me, it would be a Buckeyes player though, because I love the Buckeyes, and so for me, after the Greg Oden period, for me it was sometime after that, and Evan Turner when he was at Ohio State, he was the man down there at Ohio State, and so therefore that's someone right there. I could go Mike Conley as well though, but yeah, it's definitely like they're up there in my top three right there when I'm referring to Buckeye players there. Now, just overall, let's see. Overall, like just in general, because generally, if they're not for my team, then I probably would go. You know what? Outside of my Buckeyes, I might just go Johnny Flynn. You know, Johnny Flynn was someone that I was extremely fond of back when he was at Syracuse. I mean, everything about his game at Syracuse, I just enjoyed. It was fun to watch. You know, whether we were watching West Virginia versus Syracuse playing about seven overtimes or something like that. It was just extremely fun to watch this man play basketball. You know, he was someone that ideally, you know, it's like, you know what, if I were to make it to that level, I would have to emulate his game, you know, the way that he plays. So that's definitely someone that for me probably was one of my favorite college basketball players, Johnny Flynn, outside of guys at Ohio State. But what about you guys, Braden? 80's your favorite college basketball player of all time. 80 says, is JB for or against the transfer portal? And so, am I for or against the transfer portal? I am actually for the transfer portal because I know what it's like, you know, to be in a spot where you're not happy and stuff like that. I would personally love to see these guys at least commit to and try to work through these obstacles because sometimes it does work out. But at the same time, you know, being able to transfer if you're really in a place where you're really unhappy, you know, it's just probably better for their mental health to be able to transfer and stuff like that. So I'm all for it. Just give them the ability to leave and all like that. If they think that the other side is going to be greener, let them find out for themselves. Brandon says, I think JB is against it because of Tate Martell. Tate Martell, if he could have it his way, he'd go back to high school. This man just wants to start at quarterback. That's all this man wants. Every time he goes somewhere, they find someone to upgrade from him. That should tell him where he's at. Let's see. Eddie says top 10 college players of all time. Is MJ on your list? I would have to say that MJ definitely, in terms of just pure skills and stuff, obviously, I think he'd be up there because, quite frankly, I feel like he could have done more if they let him. I feel like he was kind of held back by the coaching staff there. So, and he was still had a tremendous career, but I think it could have been even more if they would have given him the green light more often in his career to play his style. But I certainly understand that. So for me, I probably would put him up there in that top 10 for me. Probably. I think he would end up in that top 10 for me, honestly, because I feel like the kid definitely had the skills. It's just they held him back to some degree. Let's see. 80 says, Brandon, you said that he's been everywhere, huh? Tate has been everywhere, and so that's true. That's true. I mean, this kid, he's literally going door to door, campus to campus, saying, "Do you have a football program? And if so, can I be your quarterback?" That is basically his pitch everywhere he goes. Heck, it's not even limited to the quarterback at this point. He's like, "I'll play wide receiver." He's like, "Just put me on the field." He is the college version of Taysom Hill without the height and without a coach that believes in him. That's what he is. And he says, best college player for me is Shaquille. And so, hey, we're talking about college Shaq, a force to be reckoned with during his time throughout LSU. And obviously, back then, players had time to mature and stuff like that. You know, we didn't just see one and done, but absolutely. I mean, you give me him or you give me someone like Carmelo Anthony at the college level, I'm excited. I'm excited, you know, but heck, I mean, there was a lot of great players obviously throughout college, but Shaq, he was a beast. He was a different breed. Because matchup wise, who are you going to match up against him? Who are you going to match up against him? You know? I mean, other than what maybe and I hate to even bring this guy up, but other than maybe putting Christian Leitner on him, other than that, I'm from Duke back then. I mean, other than that, I mean, who are you gonna put on him? Honestly, he's such a mismatch in what he can do. Especially we're talking young Shaq before all the injuries and stuff. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. Eddie says door to door. And so you know what? That brings up a good question in terms of just give me your favorite like this will be more of an NBA type question right here, but in terms of just give me two teams or a matchup that you wanted to see. Like a match this could be anything. Let's try to keep it to the 2000s though or newer, 2000s or newer. But a matchup between two teams that you wanted to see in the NBA Finals, but you never got to see that matchup. It just never got to happen. For whatever reason, maybe one team just had an injury plague type of season or something like that. But definitely let me know two teams that you wanted to see and the year also that you want to see them play. For me, I'll start it off. I know I mentioned this, I think before, but for me, I really wanted to see the Miami Heat's back when I'm talking about young Dwayne Wade before the injuries and stuff like that. When they had him, they had Shaq. They had those guys. I want to see those guys versus the Houston Rockets with Tracy McGrady, a young Tracy McGrady and the Yao Ming. Hopefully they would be healthy enough during that time frame, but around that 2006, 2007 time frame, I thought that would have been one heck of a matchup to see those two teams in a best of seven type of series around that time frame. 80 says door to door. Let's see. Braden says, I also like the transfer portal because it's like free agency now. And so, absolutely. I mean, the college game, as what we once knew it, it has changed. But you know what? It has changed for the better because for the people that's actually out there doing the work, being able to now get paid for your likeness, being able to transfer and go to the schools that, you feel like would be a good fit. Because let's not kid ourselves here. At 17 years old, 18 years old, some of these kids, even 16 and 15 years old, they're committing to schools at the moment, which might seem like the right situation, but a lot can happen, like once you get there, you realize maybe you like a certain scheme. Maybe the coach that recruited you, maybe he left. And if he left, you deserve the right to leave as well. Or maybe, at that time, there were some guys you want to play with. Maybe they're gone, maybe you don't get along with the guys. So lots of different scenarios that things could play out, honestly. So most definitely, I feel like this has been a great move here, honestly, especially if it helps guys stay longer in terms of just, like playing a little bit longer in college, whether we're talking basketball, college football, whatever it is. If they're happy out there in the court, that makes the game better. And it gives you another avenue, like you said, kind of like free agency, to add some more talent. If you're a team that's close, you get one more guy to come in here that's the missing piece. There you go. Let's see. 80 says, why they picked Christian Laettner to play with Dream Team over Shaq makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. None whatsoever. To this day, it still baffles me looking back on it. How could that be the case? I mean, how could that be the case, honestly? Braden says that his favorite college basketball players all time are Trey Burke, Zion Williamson, and Steph Curry. Good old Steph Curry back there at Davidson. My goodness, man. That was so exciting to watch. Zion, he was a beast. He was a beast. He was a beast. And you know who else was exciting as well? You can go back and say someone like Trey Young. I remember back when he was there, the comparisons that he was drawing to someone like Steph Curry back when Steph was back at Davidson. There's some comparison back then in terms of just you're not saying their game was similar, but in terms of just, obviously being undersized, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I remember those. I really remember those. But I tell you what, though, the year that I want to forget is the year that they forced the LSU Tigers basically into the tournament just because of Ben Simmons when the kid couldn't even keep a GPA above a 2.0 at the time. Like, that was crazy. LSU kept losing and they still put them in there regardless just because of one man. Let's see, Eddie says Lakers versus New York Knicks. And so many great matchups that could have played out. Many great matchups there. And so for me, I'm still not over the fact. Like I remember back when I was in undergrad and I was watching the Spurs versus the Heats. At that time, I was anti LeBron all the way, and so it really made me so mad to see the Spurs come so close to winning. Then Ray Allen made that shot that he made during that year. That I was not happy. I was not a happy camper at all, at all. Let's see. 80 says, Ben JB. Let's not do that, 80s. Let's not do that. No, no, let's not do that. JB believes in shooting outside. They nicknamed me downtown Josh Brown for a reason. I believe in outside shooting. Ben Simmons, he does not have a shot at all. No shot. None. The way that man disappeared last year in the playoffs, I'm surprised anybody would trade for him. And so, but he will give you defense. He will give you passing. But no, we can't do this. We can't do this. We cannot attach JV to someone like Ben Simmons. We just can't do it. Braden says, I got two Heat versus Lakers when Kobe and LeBron were both there. Warriors versus Bucks in 2019 and finals, and so up that would have been interesting there. And he said, I wanted those matchups, and so absolutely. You know what? Yeah, especially the whole Kobe versus Heat thing. I'll go back to when the Lakers traded for Steve Nash, who I started calling Steve Trash, because that's exactly what he was when he was with us. Everything you did down in Phoenix, that was outstanding. I mean, he stole MVP from my boy Kobe Bryant, who should have got it that year. But I mean, outside of that, when he was with us, he did nothing for us. I think the Phoenix Suns intentionally let him go and said, hey, go play with the Lakers next. Go mess them up. That's how you can help us. The best way you can help us. I truly believe that's what took place. That, then the whole Dwight Howard not really enjoying his time there, all of that stuff. The commission not letting Chris Paul join us, that was big. If Chris Paul would have joined us, that would have been a completely different ball game right there. Absolutely. Let's see. Eddie says, as an undergrad, were you rocking the dreads and so? Oh, you know it, 80s, you know it. Grad school was when I went ahead and cut it from dreads and all like that, get more of a professional look and stuff like that to make it just easier to start landing some of these better jobs, all of that stuff. But in undergrad, definitely was still rocking the dreads there. Absolutely. And so Braden says, LOL 80s. Let's see. Braden says, "Who's your favorite NBA team?" And so, yeah, Lakers. As much as I don't want to discuss the Lakers this year and what has not been taking place there, but I've been a Lakers fan. I liked it more when it was Kobe's team. Absolutely. All those teams. I mean, shoot, even the years that we did happen to struggle with Kobe Bryant and stuff like that, those were still great years. I remember when it was just Kobe, and then the next best player might have possibly been like Lamar Odom and all like that. I mean, we had guys like Smoosh Parker, Sasha Voyachik, all those guys. I mean, I remember those guys. I remember those guys. Those were my squad that I worked with, and then Andrew Bynum, we developed Andrew Bynum, all of that stuff. So, absolutely. Those Lakers, most definitely. So yeah, always been a Lakers fan, and for me, I chose the Lakers ever since I started watching basketball. For me, it came down to it was either gonna be the Lakers or it's gonna be the 76ers. Because at the time that I first started watching basketball, 76ers had Allen Iverson, obviously prime AI, and the Lakers they had Kobe and Shaq, and so I chose Kobe and Shaq over Allen Iverson. I said two. It's more than one, and so I'd had two players at that time. Obviously, when Shaq left, went to Miami, I wasn't happy about that at all because I was living in Miami. So, for everybody, they was already talking about Wade County, and then they added Shaq, and so there's a lot of that stuff going on. 80 says, I'm sorry, I think Nash was overrated. And so 80 says Nash was overrated. I feel like there were some aspects to Steve Nash's game, like prime Steve Nash, that was tremendous. But once he reached the end of it, I feel like that was pretty much like that was a wrap. That was a wrap. And so, yeah, but I mean, I appreciated his game. I appreciated those Phoenix Suns teams. There was nothing like watching Phoenix versus the San Antonio Spurs. Like, that was a matchup right there that I definitely enjoyed watching back then. Somebody was going to get thrown out the game for fighting and stuff like that. So, absolutely talking about those good golden days back then. There was a good couple years where those were the matchups. Let's see. Braden says you watch any soccer, and so quite frankly, I have not watched any soccer games. But that is certainly something that I'm looking to do in the future, just to learn more about soccer. And who knows, maybe one day might eventually start streaming it. Meanwhile, we have returned back to action, guys, in the second half. Hawkeyes with the basketball, moving it around here at the top of the key. Drives inside, kicks it down low to the post player. It's just him versus his guy. Can he win that? Ends it up, losing the ball. And he just throws it up there. Misses it. Spartans get the rebound. They're bringing it up, trailing 14, 46-32. Moves the ball around at the top. They're playing man-to-man right now. A lot of ball movement, sets the screen. Cuts to the basket. Excellent vision there. Nice pass, but great block by the Hawkeyes. And so, yeah, when you get the ball like that, you want to be able to get it to where you can finish strong at the rim on that play there. I thought it was a fairly good pass there. He just got to find a way to finish that one. They inbound the ball, and he connects for the two-point play on that one. So now the score right now is 46-34. Hawkeyes bringing the ball up. Gonna drive inside, put the shot up. No good. Spartans get the rebound. Trailing by 12 right now. Goes fast with a nice pass, and they get 2 points. It's a 10-point game. So the Spartans are coming out early in this one, showing a lot of desire right now, a lot of hunger. And so that's going to force the timeout here by the Hawkeyes. Want to stop this before it gets bad here, and it's 46-36 right now. 46-36 here in the second half of play. And so 80 says, did you watch the Jordan documentary? And so, absolutely. If they're going to drop a documentary on Jordan, you know I'm going to watch. Absolutely. So, yeah, definitely did, 80s. Most definitely. Braden says the Lakers only have one good three-point shooter, which is Malik Monk. And so, yeah, when it comes to these three-point shooters and stuff, I don't know what the Lakers got against these guys as of late, but we just won't target some pure three-point shooters to come and help us out. It's like we refuse to do it. And so, Jay, what's good? What's good with you, Jay? How's it going? How is it going? And so, yeah, appreciate you for coming through. You say, hey, y'all. So, yeah, how's it going? And appreciate you for coming through. Let's see, Jay says that he's a K-State fan. And so, okay, Kansas State fan, it would be awesome if you could do something, if you could sometime do one of their games or a KU game. It's a Kansas game. And so, you know what? That actually would not be bad at all. And so, definitely, I will be looking to cover some more games. And so, as long as these streams do decent, today, Thursday, I'll probably go ahead and pick up an extra one, possibly even two, later on for the weekend and stuff like that. So I'll look and see, and I'll keep that in mind in terms of picking up one of those Kansas teams, if not both. But I'll go ahead. But certainly, between now and March, I'm pretty sure we'll get to the point where we'll get to cover at least some of those, because I want to cover a lot of different teams myself, to help me when it comes to bracket time, to having looked and seen a lot of these teams. So certainly that's going to be something that I'll be looking to do. Thursday will be my next live stream. I'll be streaming the Fighting Illini versus Ohio State. So I do hope that Azure Shack will join us for that one. I know he's a Illini fan in all sports, and so I'm a Buckeyes fan. So definitely that should be a very intense one for sure. So definitely hope that he'll be joining for that one. But excited about that one for sure. Absolutely. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial. All right, let's see. Braden says, have you thought of streaming any USFL games? And so I actually haven't thought about that one yet, but I may venture and see how it does and stuff like that. So I might just give it a chance and see how that rolls out, like in April. I believe it starts off when does it start off? Matter of fact, let me look and see. So yeah, I may look into that and see if sometime in the upcoming months if we can get that up there, just to see how it goes, honestly. Because definitely that would be fun to do. I think that would be fun to do. So definitely we'll look into that. But appreciate that. Let's see, Jay says, plus KU is ranked 5. So they're really good and it would be a good team to stream. And so I agree. I agree. Most definitely. So yeah, definitely we'll be seeing a lot of different games and stuff coming on. It's just a matter of, finding the right matchups and then being able to coordinate my schedule with that. But most certainly we'll be seeing a lot of different teams come through here. But here we go, guys. Hawkeyes with the ball, moving it around. Drives inside there. I like the idea of that pass there, but not the execution of it. Spartans now with the ball, trying to go ahead and continue to cut this lead. Oh, you gotta you gotta make up your mind. He thought about going for the 3-point shot there, and so they're gonna call you for that every time. They're gonna call you for it every time. Again, right now it's a 10-point game here. Hawkeyes with the ball. Michigan State has turned the ball over 8 times in this one. Again, both teams came into this game 18-8, while the Spartans are 9-6 in conference play. Hawkeyes 8-7 in conference play. And so inside there, oh, he had great positioning on that one. That's one you have to finish. But the Spartans get the ball here. They're going to pull a three. No good there. All right, so that is going to be no good, that shot. But Jay, tell me, how do you feel about Kansas in terms of just the overall picture? If you had to put an odds on, what are your odds for Kansas making it all the way and winning the championship this year? Would you take them or would you take the field right now? Meanwhile, Hawkeyes spreading the ball around. A lot of movement up top. Gonna pull the 3-point shot. No good, but they get the rebound. Excellent play on that one. That's a hustle type of play, and that's what you're looking for if you're the coach. So now he has it. Dribbles inbounds. Draws the foul. Excellent job. The way to not give up on the play. It's because of his hustle that he got the offensive rebound there, and then once he got the offensive rebound, kept driving in there, drawing some contact there, and got the foul. That's the first foul here of the second half with 17 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the second half. 10-point game. Hawkeyes up 46-36. First free throw is good. That's going to make it 47-36. Yes, see, Braden says, I hope the USFL and XFL merge and become a developmental league for the NFL. And so, yeah, I believe I read that the XFL, like they're going to be doing more of that developmental stuff there, partnering with the NFL. So it would be great, honestly, if those two could team up there and just help us get to the point where we can have more of that development. Because there's a lot of good guys out there that they just need the chance to develop and stuff like that. Maybe they just didn't have the right coaches and stuff like that at the college level and stuff. So I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Sign me up to co-sign for that. I mean, heck, we might just go ahead and put 80s out there and let him just become a coach of one of the teams or something like that. Put 80s out there. All right, so we've got a foul here. Free throws coming up. First free throw attempt is good. So the Spartans cut it to 11 points, 48-37 right now. Misses the second free throw, so he's 1 of 2. Hawkeyes with the rebound, bringing it up. Got a couple screens running here. Passes that one. Tries to go inside. Does, but gets blocked. But they'll go ahead and get the foul there. All right, so nice job getting the contact there. All right, let's see if we can extend this lead. First free throw is up, and it's good. All right, 49-37. That's our score right now, 12-point game. Michigan State makes a substitution. All right, let's see if he can connect here on the second one. All right, so he connects on that one. So Keegan Murray, I mean, hey, Murray, he's putting in work this one. He's got 19 points here in this game so far. Spartans breaking the press. A little reckless with the ball here, and so that's exactly why Iowa keeps bringing the pressure, because right now the Spartans, they are struggling a little bit with this pressure here. All right, here we go. Hawkeyes bringing the ball up here. Up by 13, pass the ball. Gonna drive inside, put it up. A little short there. Spartans with the rebound, trailing 13 here in the second half with 16 minutes and 31 seconds. Takes it to the basket and he connects. Way to finish. 50 to 39. National score 11 points here. Hawkeyes bringing it up here. A lot of movement, a lot of guys up top. Spartans playing that 3-2 defense. Oh, what a block. What a block. Nice job defensively. Way to get a hand up there and block that one. Let's see. Braden says 80s will be a good coach for Baker. The best coach for Baker is the one that's going to put him on the sideline. That's the best coach for him. Meanwhile, Hawkeyes inbound the ball at the top. All right, drives inside the lane. Misses that one. Good rebound by the Spartans. They kick it up. He's got speed. And oh, but he got blocked. So the Hawkeyes, now they have a chance here to try to get some quick points. Puts it up there. Ooh. Tom Izzo getting a tech. Look at that. And Izzo's like, I've seen it all. Not impressed with that tech. Let's see. Braden says he would tell Baker, if you don't play well, you would get roasted by JB. If 80s is the coach, then I'll definitely be the broadcaster after the game and stuff like that. I will go and highlight every single mistake that man made, and I will amplify it to the 1000th degree if that was the case. Oh boy. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial right now, and the score right now is Hawkeyes 50, Spartans 39. Here in the second half of play with 15 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. And also make sure, guys, if you haven't already, that you do press the thumbs up button and leave a thumbs up here to show support for the stream. And if you're someone that's watching that's new, make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. And so most definitely, I can't wait to the start of obviously March Madness coming up. We've got that to look forward to next month. We've got free agency to get going. Once free agency hits, you guys are going to be seeing videos like crazy. Like I'm telling you, like you guys are going to be seeing a lot of videos and stuff now. Based upon how my job situation plays out, that will dictate whether or not I'll be able to post some throughout the day. But I'm thinking that I'll probably try to do as much news as I can either every 2 or 3 hours and stuff like that. Exception being any major trade, I'll probably try to do that in the moment. But it really just depends on, like my job situation and stuff like that. But once I get off from work, then I'll go ahead and cover whatever news I haven't covered throughout that day. But I'll try to make sure it's not too long after. All right, let's see. All right, and just to recap so far, what's taking place so far in this one. So looking at the Michigan State Spartans right now, what stands out at this point in time is one, they've got 9 turnovers here, which is, compared to Iowa's 4 turnovers, more than twice the amount that Iowa has on their end. As a team, they're 17 of 40 right now. So they're 17 of 40. So they're about at that 43% shooting range so far. And this one from downtown, they're 4 of 13. In comparison to Iowa, who's 7 of 16 from downtown, They are 17 of 41, so they've cooled off a little bit on the court, but they're still 7 of 16 in terms of from the three-point shot there. They're 9 for 9 at the free throw line. They're getting free throws here. That's another difference here. Spartans have only shot 2 free throws in this game. That tells me you've got to stop shying away from contact if you're the Spartans. Start generating more contact, get to the free throw line more, try to get some more easy baskets here to make up for that deficit and the difference of the three-point shot. Let's see. Hawkeyes convert on the first free throw there. That was granted to them off of the Tom Izzo technical. And the second one is good as well. So the Hawkeyes extend their lead by 13 points. They lead 52 to 39 right now here in the second half. 15 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. So now the Hawkeyes, they are about to go ahead and inbound the ball. All right, here we go. So we've got the Hawkeyes with the ball up top. Passes it to the corner. Now they've got it down low in the post. He goes to work. Double team. Still puts it up there and still gets it to fall and draws the contact. That's what I'm talking about. When the man is double teamed, draws the foul, and can still finish up that post play, that's someone who knows what they're doing down low. And Murray gets the extra point to fall. So the score right now is 55 to 39 here. Hawkeyes leading this one. And so that pressure that's been giving Michigan State a little bit of problems here. All right, so they cross half court. Looking to run the offense. Set the screen. Ball movement up top. Three-point shot is up. And it's good. All right, so that's good for the Spartans. Their score now 55 to 42, Hawkeyes up. And they've got the basketball leading 13 in this one with 15 minutes left to go in the second half. Hawkeyes pass the ball. In the corner, kicks it back up top. Nice ball movement up top. Gets the ball down low. Kicks it back out. He drives in. Loses the ball. Spartans get the ball here. So that's a turnover for the Spartans. Can they finish? And so that's going to draw a foul there. So, yeah, McCaffrey looks like his shoulder right now is currently giving him some discomfort out there. Meanwhile, Spartan's going to inbound the ball. Have it up top, sets the pick. Gives it to the big guy who gives it back, and he tried to shoot. Ball was ripped. Gives it to the big man. He misses, gets his own rebound, shoots again, misses again. This time, Hawkeyes with the rebound. They're moving quick with it. Pulls a three. That was a quick three and a quick miss, but they get their offensive rebound. So now Hawkeyes, after that offensive rebound, up by 13. Pass the ball. Tries to get it inside. Ball gets ripped. Picked his pocket. Behind the back crossover. Gives it up top. He takes it in there, and this guy knows how to finish. So 55-44 is our score. Hawkeyes now up by 11 here in the second half with 13 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this game. A lot of ball movement. Oh, that you got to be able to see that cut right there. He cut, had his defender beat. You got to be able to see that and make that pass. Has the ball up top. From downtown, way downtown, he flushes that one. He gets it to fall. How about them Hawkeyes? That was Jordan Bohannon there. 8 points, 2 of 5 on the night from three-point range, and that one was a big-time three to extend this lead by 14 points there. Score now 58-44, but the Spartans looking to respond. Throws it up there, no good. Hawkeyes trying to hurry up and get some points here. Nice ball movement from downtown again, and that one falls, guys. Wow. This team is shooting unbelievably from three-point range in this game, and they are starting to heat up once again, which is bad news for the Spartans. The score, Hawkeyes 61, Spartans 44, here in the second half with 12 minutes and 55 seconds to go. And so we'll start with Iowa here. But yeah, Keegan Murray, he is 8 of 13 in this game, 2 of 5 from three-point range. He's hit on all 5 free throws. He's got 4 rebounds in this one, 2 steals, block shot, no turnovers in this one. He's got you 23 points out there. So he's going out there, and so he's got you 23 of the 61 points. So yeah, he's in double digits. You got Bohannon, he's got 11 points in this one, so he's in double digits as well. Tackle on 2 rebounds, a steal also in this one. So yeah, this team right here for Iowa, they're getting after it. They're getting after it. Meanwhile, for the Spartans, it has been the play of the bench. You've got Hall with 16 points in this one. Marvel, the second, he's got 5 points here, along with 7 rebounds. So it's been the bench that's been trying to help the Spartans out. But the starters, they got to do their end of the bargain as well. Meanwhile, Spartans in close. Oh, that somehow the ball just would not go in there. And so now we've got a foul. Let's see. 80 says, JB and Braden, I'm crashing. Talk to you guys later. Yeah, appreciate you for coming through, 80s. You have a good night, and hey, we'll see you next time, hopefully. But yeah, you take care. Have a good night. Appreciate you for coming through. All right, so the Hawkeyes bring it up here. Again, they are up 61-44 here. Everything has been raining from downtown. Kick the ball in the corner, gives it to the post player. He's looking. Pulls it, and it's good. Look at this team shoot. It's just a wonder to see this team shoot. 63-44 is our score. Hawkeyes with the lead. But Spartans kicks it back out in the corner for 3, and that's good. 63-47 is the score right now. Down by 16. Hawkeyes with the ball here from downtown. Airballed it. Just airballed it. So I get it, though. They were feeling that shot there. The shot's been falling all game long, so the kid just got a little happy there. Pulled a little early, but I understand that. All right, Spartans inbound the ball. Being pressured here. All right, so they break the press there, get the ball beyond half court here. Trailing by 16. They pass the ball there. Oh, you got to pass that ball up higher. Give them some time. Give them some space to elevate and finish that one with a dunk. Don't put it down so low to where the defender can reach up and get a hand on it. Let's see. Braden says, see you 80s. Braden says, are you going to do a mock draft of every NFL team? And so that is a good question, Braden. And so I would love to do a mock draft of every NFL team. But to be honest, like, in order for me to do that, I would have to have a really strong knowledge of each and every team in terms of which who's going to be in free agency, who's leaving the team, who's most likely to leave, stuff, the guys that's on the bench that can come in, all of that stuff. So it's easier for the teams that I know, but I do plan on, at least once free agency starts, I will do my best to go team by team and see if I can, do that for every team. And so right now, I've just been reading the feedback from my current mock drafts and stuff. I think it'll be a lot easier once free agency has gotten started, and I at least know where some of the major free agents, if they're going to stay, if they're going to leave. That would definitely help. But I would love to do one for each team. So I would love to do that. And perhaps if I can finish, with my whole like interviews and stuff that's been taking up a lot of time and stuff like that. But if I can get through that and be able to focus purely on that, I would love to. Absolutely would love to do one for every team. But who knows? I mean, it may end up taking that route. It honestly may end up taking that route. But yeah, the mock drafts are doing very well though. Like I see they're doing well for me. They're doing good for the sports splits, and so mock drafts are doing extremely well. But yeah, right now Iowa as a team, just looking at them from downtown, 9 of 20 from downtown. My man Keegan Murray's got 25 points in this one. And we still got plenty of basketball left to play. But right now, if you're the Spartans, you've got to try to cut into that lead now. Like you want to go ahead and start cutting into that lead immediately. Let's see. Speaking of which, I know Jay. I know you've got to be. If you're still here, Jay, I know you've got to be excited about the Kansas State and Kansas matchup that's going to be taking place tonight. All right, here we go, guys. Returning back to the action. Spartans inbound the ball. Tries to get past this man. Throws up a wild shot there, but an even wilder finish there. Way to go up top and finish there for the big man for the Spartans. Meanwhile, Hawkeyes have it here. Score right now, 63-49. Gets inside there, loses the ball. Let's see if it's off of Michigan State, and it looks like it is. Hawkeyes looking to inbound the ball. They do. Kicks it up there. That's going to be a three-point shot attempt. And it's good. And it's good. Who needs a match when you have these teams shooting from downtown? Because that's just straight fire right there. These guys, they are on it. Spartans had the ball there. Tried to jump that pass there. Misread it. But it's a turnover in anyways. A turnover. Tried to get the ball down low to the big man. Didn't work out. 17-point game here. 66-49 is our score. Hawkeyes with the lead. All right, here we go, guys. Hawkeyes with the basketball. Kicks it in the corner. They're going to shoot another three. And it's good. When it rains, it pours. This is now a 20-point game. How about that? Doesn't matter if it's Keegan Murray or if it's Chris Murray. They're all falling tonight. Spartans with the ball here trying to stop the damage, but quite frankly, Hawkeyes are shooting 50% from downtown. Tried to set the pick there. Looking to take his man. Kicks it out in the corner for three. That's no good, but they get the offensive rebound. Gonna try to post up here. Kicks it out. Ball movement to the other side. Three-point shot is up. No good. Hawkeyes with the rebound. We've got 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the second half of play. And so, that was so close to finishing it. And so they're saying that was off Michigan State, so the Hawkeyes will retain possession. So Hawkeyes inbound the ball. And there we go. Makes it look so easy. Makes it look so easy. Gets the 2 points there, 71-49. Spartans kick it way up court for three. No good. Fighting for the loose ball here, and so Hawkeyes with the rebound. So look at that. That's not. Let's see. Michigan State has 5 fouls on them so far in this one. Make that 6 now. Make that 6 fouls now. So obviously, if you're Iowa, getting extremely close to being in the bonus. They're on an 8-0 run currently. Hawkeyes, look at Murray. Look at Murray go to work here. Way to draw the foul. So that's going to be some free throws. They are now in the bonus officially. Before I can even say that they are officially in the bonus. Braden says, everything going down for Iowa tonight. Let's go. And so, yes, it is going down. For real. Like, literally, everything they're putting up is going down. To be 11 of 22 from downtown. That is insane. Did not to mention at the free throw line. Let me wait till they make this one. Up, that's the first missed free throw of the game here for the Hawkeyes there. But still, 13 of 14 from the free throw line. You're taking it. You're doing what you got to do. You're hitting them from downtown and making your free throws there. No complaints on this end. Spartans from downtown. Well, it has not been so easy for these guys. They missed that one. Hawkeyes have it. Got some speed to him. Gets down low. Kicks it. Drives it back out. Passes that one. Another three-point attempt. And another converted three-point shot. Here we go. Here we go. Meanwhile, Spartans missed this one. Score right now, Hawkeyes 75, Spartans 49 here in the second half with 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Hawkeyes go for another three-point shot. This one's missed. A bad miss on that one. But, hey, when everything else is falling, I can't blame you for just chunking that one up. All right, here we go. Spartans with the inbound here. Hawkeye still pressuring them up court. They break the press in the corner, puts up the three. No good. Rebound here by the Spartans. He puts it up there, able to draw contact, but missed the shot there, but able to draw contact there. That'll give him some free throws. All right, the free throw that time is good here by the Spartans. So now they're at 50 points here. They're just trailing by 25 points now. That's right, down 25 points here in the second half with 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And it's hard to compete with a team that is on fire from downtown. Meanwhile, the Spartans missed that extra point, so it's a 25-point game here. Let's see what the Hawkeyes do. Again, the Hawkeyes currently are in the bonus right now. Nice pass down low here by the Hawkeyes, posting them up. Gonna take his man. Missed that one. Spartans with the rebound. Bringing it up court. Kicks it up. Trying to take that lane to the basket. Missed that one. Hawkeyes get the rebound. They're going to bring it up here. Passes that one. Kicks it out. Looking to drive it inside. Dumps it to the post player who kicks it out. From downtown three. That's a miss. Spartans bringing it up. Passes that one at the top. Another pass now to get it to the post player. This is a matchup that he wants. And he finishes, gets the 2 points there. 75-52, that's our score. Second half, 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Hawkeyes move the ball around. Gives it to the post player who has the space. Missed that one. But he was getting shoved on that one, so that's going to draw some fouls there, so that'll give him some free throws. And so now we are officially at the commercial right now, guys, but that is perfectly fine here. But right now, the score right now is Hawkeyes 75, Spartans 52. Again, the Hawkeyes right now currently in the bonus. Just to recap what's happened so far in this one, it has been Iowa all game so far in this one, guys. No way to even go about that. I mean, they are shooting almost 50% from downtown in this game. I mean, when it rains, it pours. Keegan Murray, he's got 28 points in this one, 5 rebounds along with that, 2 steals, a block also. You got Bohannon, he's got 11 points in this one as well here. For Iowa off the bench, Murray, he's got 9 points there. And looking at these Spartans, as a team, they've got 52 points. Now, coming off the bench, Hall's got 17 points for them off the bench. Marble second, he's got 7 points off the bench. But their starters as a whole in this one has not really generated too much. I mean, Bingham Jr., he's got 8 points in this one. But as a whole, I mean, they've got less than 20 points combined for their starters in this one. That goes to show that, quite frankly, the starters just have not been putting up the points needed in this one to produce. First half, Hawkeyes outscored them 46-32. Here in the second half, Hawkeyes have outplayed them 29-20 in the second half of this one. So the Hawkeyes have been strong so far in both halves in this one. And so for the Spartans, you're going to have to get hot like you never got hot before if you want to make this a game here. But it has been everything Hawkeyes in this one. Both teams are currently all tied when it comes to the rebound department, 35 rebounds apiece. Michigan State has 10 turnovers to Iowa's 4 turnovers, and I'm sorry, 6 turnovers in this one. So yeah, across the board here, Spartans are just winning. I mean, sorry, Hawkeyes are winning all the categories across the board. And again, if you're just tuning in here, now's a good time to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We will be doing a lot more college basketball live streams and stuff, and we'll take it all the way through March Madness and stuff, as well as, NFL content. That's going to continue to keep coming in, especially once free agency hits. We'll have that. I will continue to do more mock drafts, all that stuff on this channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have your notification bells turned on. All right, let's see. All right, so here we go, guys. At the free throw line, Hawkeyes convert there on the first free throw, 76-26. Sorry, 76-52 is our score right now. Let's see if he converts on the second one, and that is good as well. So 77-52 right now. Second half of the 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go here before the end of the game. And so, yeah, that time Spartans, I mean, they're trying extremely hard here to make up for it. I like the effort that they're doing here, but there's no control there because of how much they're down by at this point. And so everything has just been Hawkeyes so far in this one. All right, so the Spartans pass the ball around. And the rebound there by Iowa. So Iowa's going to bring it up. And so a lot of ball movement there. Gets it inside, kicks it out. Oh, excellent pass inside. Oh, what a block. What a block, but they're going to call a foul on the play. They're going to call a foul on the play. Let's see. Braden says, "What's your favorite March Madness moment?" And so, oh man, there's so many great March Madness moments. Where do I begin? Could it be perhaps Florida Gulf Coast? Watching them do the upsets they did, or perhaps I mean, there's just been so many great moments, honestly, in the tournament. But I'd probably say watching Steph Curry and his performance, because at that time, someone from Davidson going out there and just how he was able to perform at that level back then. I mean, you could tell at that point that this kid was going to be somebody special. So just witnessing that in March Madness and seeing them against all of those teams and how far they were able to advance for Davidson, that has to be up there in terms of one of my favorite moments, honestly, in March Madness. But there's just so many great moments, honestly, so many great moments. All right, so the ball goes out of bounds there. So we're going to be looking at possession for Iowa. I mean, but yes, so many great moments to go over there, Braden. That is a tough one right there, tough one. And so, Nikki, what's going on with you? How are you doing? I hope all is going well. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Meanwhile, here for the Hawkeyes. And so that's a miss. Trying to keep the ball in play there. Unable to do it. It's going to be Spartans basketball. Again, the Hawkeyes right now lead 78-52 in this one. Had to help the cameraman up there. Of course, he protected the camera. Those are some expensive cameras. I know that. So they would protect the camera first above all else. But yeah, just looking at the Big Ten Conference as a whole, there are some really good teams here. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing once the Big Ten conference tournaments begin. Really looking forward to seeing these guys go head to head. All right, so here we go, guys. Spartans bringing it up here. Hawkeyes opt not to pressure, but they're doing full course press here. But they got away from the trap. Spartans looking to get the ball down low. Kicks it back out for three. No good. Hawkeyes with the rebound. Again, we're here in the second half. The score right now is Hawkeyes 78, Spartans 52. Got ball movement here. Set the pick. Kicks it out. Behind the back crossover. Passes it still. 5 seconds on the play clock. Goes in there. Has to put it up there. And it converts. It converts, but he's getting up slow. He's getting up slow. Hoping that he's okay, but he got up slow there. You say you're good, and how am I? I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I am doing fantastic here. So nothing like getting to watch some college hoops here, but I hope that, all is going well with you. Thank you so much again for asking. Meanwhile, Spartans set the pick. Pass the ball up top. Gives it to the post player. He's going to take this one. He puts it up there. No good. No good. So the rebound there by the Hawkeyes. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the game. And so Hawkeyes with the ball. Tries to drive it in there. Steps back for the jumper. And that connects. 82-52. We got a 30-point game here, guys. A 30-point game here. And the Hawkeyes don't look like offensively they're going to be slowing down anytime soon. Spartans, chunk it up. No good. Rebound, Hawkeyes. 4 minutes left to go in this one. Let's see. Braden says his favorite moments are last year's Final Four between UCLA and Gonzaga. And that was a good one. That was a very good one. You said the other one is when Duke played Butler in the national championship. I would probably also, let's see, another one I can probably throw up there would be watching when Duke played, I think it was Duke versus UCF. I think UCF, back when Zion Williamson was there, those guys, I forget, that was a couple seasons ago right there, but that was a very good matchup in that one. And then you can talk about when South Carolina's basketball team literally came out of nowhere and caught fire in the tournament a couple years ago as well. That was a good year. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial here, but it's a 30-point game here in the second half with just 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Iowa, they knew the assignment, and heck, they nailed it today. They are up by 30 points, and that's in large part due to their ability to connect from downtown in this game. I mean, that has been tremendous. That has been tremendous. Just watching how Iowa's been able to come out and like from the very beginning, they were hitting jumpers, they were hitting from the 3-point line. Tremendous job at securing the free throws. Another big difference in this one. I mean, I talk about from the 3-point range, they are 12 of 25 from downtown. Meanwhile, for the Spartans, they're just 6 of 21. So when you're just 6 of 21, yeah, and the other team is going out there going 12 of 25. You're going to be in a tough situation there. And then at the free throw line, to get 18 free throw attempts and convert on 16 of them for the Hawkeyes, that is superb. Meanwhile, for the Spartans, they only went to the free throw line. They only shot 4 free throws in this game. So that did not help. When your coach is going out there getting attacked, that does not help. That does not help at all. Not to mention for Iowa, they do have a guy by the name of Keegan Murray that goes out there and he's 10 of 15, 28 points in this one along with 5 rebounds. Let's see. Braden says Zion Williamson versus Taco Fall. That was a fun matchup in that game. It really was because I mean Taco Fall. He went to show that hey, that height and everything, and so it really worked out for him. That was a great matchup between those two. Absolutely great matchup, and it was really fun to watch in that one. So I do remember that one vividly watching that matchup. I was definitely rooting hard for Taco Fall to get that W in that one, though. I wanted them to win that one. But that's what you love about the tournament. It's matchups like that that highlights both of these teams, and it's just so fun to watch. So fun to watch these guys play. But yeah, we've got 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. And so far, just in the second half alone, Hawkeyes have outscored Michigan State by 16 so far in this one. And that is how we end up with a 30-point deficit. Outscored them by 14 in the first half, outscoring them by 16 here in the second half. All right, here we go. Spartans going to inbound the ball. Trailing by 30 points here. Shooting 35% on the game. Pass the ball around up top. Give it to the post player. He's fighting hard. Kicks it back out. Passes that ball. Great defense there by the Hawkeyes. They set the pick. Pulls it from downtown. No good. And so, that's going to be a foul there. It's going to be Hawkeyes. Going to get some more free throws here. As again, Iowa is currently in the bonus. That is Julius Marble's 4th foul. All right, first free throw attempt is up and it's good. So extend that one to now 31-point lead here for the Hawkeyes. Leading 83-52 in this game with just 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. That is good as well. 84-52. Spartans have it. Pass it around up top. The battle down low in the post. That's interesting. He drives in, kicks it out, And oh my goodness, what an ugly air ball that was. That was a terrible air ball there. Did not come close to hitting the rim. Meanwhile, from downtown, no good for Iowa. It has not been often I've been able to say that tonight. But the Spartans kick it out in the corner for three. And that's good. 84-55. That's our score. This is a good point in the game where some of the younger guys can come in there, get some shots up. That three is missed. Spartans with the rebound. Kicks it way up court. Gives it to the post player. He's posting up. He puts it up there, and it's good. All right, 84-57 with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the second half. All right, it's looking like a mass substitution is about to happen here for these teams. And so congratulations to these men for the Iowa Hawkeyes. They've gone out here and they have played tremendous in this one. If you can play like that consistently and hit shots from downtown like that, you'll be where you want to be at the end of the year. I promise you that. So Hawkeyes have the ball here. Shot goes up from downtown, no good. Michigan State with the rebound. Again, the score right now, 84-57. Spartans put it up there, no good. Rebound by Iowa. Let's see if he slows it down here. Kicks it out. Gives it to the post player. He pulls it. He misses. Right now, everybody's looking to try to get their points right now. This game is definitely over. And so, oh, what a steal here. Will we get a fast break point? And we will. All right, he just throws it up there. 86-57. That's our score right now with the Hawkeyes with a huge lead in this one. Spartans right now pass it around. Throws that one. Going to draw the foul. They're going to call the foul. Again, my next stream that I will be doing is going to take place Thursday, and I will be streaming the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Fighting Illini. That'll be the game that I will be streaming on Thursday. So make sure you guys, come back out there and let's watch these games together, guys, and let's go ahead and take some good notes here, and then we'll see, when it's time for March Madness, how our brackets are going to look. Spartans with the ball here, the last minute of the game. Drives in there, lost the ball. And, ooh, what a bad pass there by the backup center on that play. And so Spartans hit the three. That's going to make it a 26-point game here at 45 seconds left to go here in the second half. And so I imagine Iowa's going to try to take some time off there. But, of course, these young guys, they want to try to score. Excellent pass there, but that's going to be a foul. Oh, wait a minute. They're saying that he lost the ball. Okay, so he lost the ball on that one. All right, so Spartans have the ball up top. Pass the ball. Puts the shot up. No good. Tried to get the offensive rebound there. Still missed that shot. And this is it, guys. As the clock continues to run until it runs out. And that's going to be the game here. Hawkeyes win 86-60 in this one over the Spartans. What a big performance here for the Iowa Hawkeyes. They were on fire from downtown all game long. Keegan Murray, he led the squad. He led all here in scoring, 28 points, had 5 rebounds, 2 assists and stuff in this game. And so, yeah, they came out and made a statement here, and it was from the very beginning that it was just their night shooting-wise in this one. Let's see, Braden says, big win for Iowa. And so, yes, Iowa showed what they're capable of doing, what we already know what this team has potentially there. And so I'm excited to see how they're going to do the rest of the way here for sure. Braden says, I think they're going to be a lot of upsets in the tournament this year. Oh, you already know. You already know. And so I'm thinking about this year, with the exception being maybe, a few teams. If I think a team is going to win, I might just go the opposite direction and pick the other team, because that seems to be what happens each and every year for the bracket. But, hey, it's going to be fun for sure to go through these brackets. Absolutely. Braden says, see ya, JB. Thanks for the stream in this one. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Of course, this is just the first stream of the week. The next one's going to be Thursday, and I'll continue to add on more streams as we go through it. But thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate each and every person for joining here on the stream. You guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. We've got some more games coming up here, so definitely do enjoy that. Looking forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a great night.